Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. And if you're new, welcome. My name's Heather. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. If you've been here watching a few of my videos, definitely stick around. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. So let's just jump in. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a couple of the healthy habits that I have formed over this weight loss journey. Some people say it takes 21 days to actually create a habit, but I actually read somewhere that it was like 66 days or something like that. But for me personally, it takes a lot longer than that. I would actually say about like 4 to 6 month period to actually form real habits. That's just me. It could be different for you personally, but that's just me. But today I really wanted to talk to you about the healthy habits that I have formed in the last 8 months of my weight loss journey. Okay, so for the first one I'm going to start out with is moving your body. Move your body. Move your body. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I do that. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm embarrassing myself. This one means that for me, I'm not just sedentary. I'm not just going to the gym, coming home and then sitting around and not moving my body. I have a goal daily to get at minimum 10,000 steps. My actual goal to get is 15,000 steps every day. I don't always reach that, but my minimum is always 10,000. And if I don't reach that, I will literally get up, clean the house or do something, finish up whatever I need to get done for those extra steps, because honestly, it really makes a difference. Extra steps in this habit where, no pun intended, actually it is intended, I will park farther away at the grocery store and make sure that I'm walking, those steps, or I will take the stairs instead of the elevator or the escalator. So it's really important if you have a sedentary job where you're in an office and you're sitting at a desk, just make sure you make those extra steps in getting in those steps instead of sending a quick email or making that quick phone call to somebody down the hall, actually walking down there and making a point to walk down there. Otherwise, you get sedentary and you don't even realize that you are. But getting those extra steps in actually matters. And for me, I track everything with my Fitbit. So I definitely suggest getting a Fitbit if you don't have one. It will help so much. Another healthy habit that I formed is actually going to the gym on a schedule. I am a regular gym goer now. So they know me by name, by face. Everybody knows me at the gym now. I make a point to make it a daily thing. So it's just like waking up in the morning and, brushing your teeth, getting dressed, having your coffee. I get ready and I go to the gym. It's a no-brainer. I'm going every day. So I don't have to question, am I going to go to the gym? Am I going to make it? Should I go? I don't have those options or those shoulds. Should I or should I not? It's just I go. So I suggest writing it down in your planner, putting it on your schedule and making it a daily thing that you're going to do no matter what. And you really will start forming that habit. Create that schedule for yourself. That way you don't have those moments when you're being lazy or you're feeling kind of sick that you don't go. I mean, in the past, I'm going to be honest. TMI honest. When I was on my period, I would be like, oh, I'm too crampy or I have a headache or I'm too fatigued and tired. I can't go. But in reality, I just needed to go. That's it. I just needed to get up, get dressed, and go. Because while working out, I wasn't feeling crampy. You're not actually going through those things when you're moving your body. It actually makes you feel better. So I don't make those excuses anymore for myself. And I mean, I used to do it for everything. Like if I had a sore throat or a cough or a runny nose or just anything like that, say, oh, well, I'm sick, I can't go. And that's not the case. You still have to go to work when you have a runny nose or a sore throat. That doesn't mean that you don't go to work. That doesn't mean that you don't take care of your kids. That doesn't mean that you don't do your chores and you don't get, dinner made. So why don't you go to the gym, So I've definitely kicked those bad excuses out the door, and I've made it a habit to actually just make it routine and go to the gym. No fast food. So I talked about this in my weight loss journey video, and I can link it up here. And I talked about how I do not eat any fast food. I do not go through fast food or anything like that. The only fast food places that I do go to are like Chipotle. I love Chipotle. Burrito bowls, so good. But Chipotle, Chick-fil-A I'll go to, and that's one that I like to take my toddler to. He loves Chick-fil-A, so we do go to Chick-fil-A, but they do have healthier options. They have grilled chicken nuggets, they have salads, they have soups. They have things that are healthier than, McDonald's or Burger King. So I steer clear of Taco Bell and those places, even though, your girl used to love those places, especially when I was pregnant. But I steer completely clear of them. Pizza Hut, those places, no thank you. I just eat healthy now. Healthy fast foods. That's it. Another healthy habit that we have formed is making meals from home. And this one was really hard for me because I am the type of person who, when I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I am hungry. I get hangry. hungry. I am so hungry when I'm hungry that I'm hungry. I will bite your head off hungry. What I like to do now is I'll actually have snacks while I'm cooking dinner. I'll make sure I have, spinach dip next to me with some carrots or an apple with peanut butter or something, some nuts, whatever I can grab and just quickly eat while I'm cooking dinner. That way I'm not starving to the point where I don't want to finish making dinner. I don't even want to start it, or, I just give up altogether. So that's important to me to focus on, making meals from home. It's still a habit I'm forming and creating and working through and towards. It's definitely a really good goal, but it's something that I think more people should focus on because you'll save more money doing that. You'll have food for leftovers later that you can meal prep and that you can take with you to work the next day. The next healthy habit that I have formed is intuitive eating. So this is really important to me because in the past I would be restrictive for, a couple months, and then my body just couldn't do it anymore. And mentally I couldn't handle it. I would just want everything because I couldn't have it. I didn't allow myself to have those things. And so I would binge. So now what I do is I intuitively eat. So when I am hungry, no matter what time of day, I will eat. If it's like lunchtime and I'm not hungry, I won't eat. So those time constraints, when to eat and when to not eat, I don't follow those rules. I intuitively eat. When I'm hungry, I eat. When I'm not hungry, I don't eat. When I want more food, I want more food. Like if I want a big lunch, I'll have a big lunch. If I'd rather have a small dinner, I'll have a small dinner. It does not matter to me. I'm not following any specific rules, the societal rules of when to eat, when to not eat, and how much to eat. I don't follow those rules. I do me. Another habit that I've formed, and I actually overdid this habit, it's kind of embarrassing, but is drinking water. So a lot of people say, like, when you're on a weight loss journey, the first thing people tell you is drink more water, drink more water. So I did. When I first started the first month, I drank probably 5 to 6 40-ounce water bottles a day. And I started to have to pee all TMI. Sorry, TMI. I was peeing so much that I thought I had an issue. I went to the doctor and I was like, look, I am peeing all the time. What is wrong with me? What's wrong with my bladder? Like, help me, fix me, do something. And he was like, okay, what have you been doing lately? And I was like, I'm on a weight loss journey. And he was like, okay, cool. So what have you changed in your diet? And I was like, well, I've just been eating healthier and drinking more water. He's like, and I had my water bottle with me. It's actually this one, which is 40 ounces. And he asked me, okay, how many bottles of water are you drinking a day? And I was like, well, I think I fill it up like 4 to 5 times a day. And he was like, what? Stop. He was like, you're drinking too much water. You can stop. You can drink less water. And I have never, ever, 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 ever heard a doctor say that before. Did I hear you correctly? You don't want me to drink as much water as I've been drinking. So anyway, point being, can't overdo it. Trust me. But definitely drink more water. Substitute water for those things that you've been thinking that you shouldn't be drinking. Like if it's your 4th cup of coffee, maybe instead drink some water. I have that issue too. Another habit that I've been working on, following serving sizes when it comes to like snacks or like little treats. Candy, having a cookie or a piece of cake, ice cream, peanut butter, nuts, any type of snack food, popcorn. I'm reading the serving sizes because those are things that can easily eat so much of, not even realizing it because they're little snacks, and you will eat so many calories. You had no idea you overdid it. So just be mindful of serving sizes. A lot of times on the packaging, they will, make the serving size extremely small so that the calorie count will look low, so that you'll buy the food and think, oh, this has less calories in it. That's the way that they trick you. So definitely check into that. But just be mindful and aware of how many nuts you're actually eating. A small handful of nuts is pretty high in calories. So just be mindful of that. Portion control, don't go overboard. Oh, which leads me into the next one, portion control. This is one that I struggled all my life with. This girl likes to eat. Let me tell you, I can eat like a man. I'm hungry. I told you I'm hungry. So for me, I really had to focus on portion control because I stretched my stomach. Your stomach can stretch. If you didn't know this, your stomach can stretch. And when you're overeating, you stretch your stomach out and it wants to fill that void. When you're hungry, it thinks, I'm hungry. I need to fill this void. But really, you don't need that much food. And what I've done over the years is eat, stretch my stomach out. And so I always felt hungry. But the problem was my stomach was stretched out. I was overeating. I didn't have good portion control. And that was my issue. But now I've really formed this habit where I am eating on small plates. So instead of eating on those big dinner plates that people normally eat on, I eat on a salad plate. It has changed my mindset so much. Mentally, I'm not feeling like, the phrase when your eyes are bigger than your stomach, when you you go to get some food and you put way too much on your plate and you're like, wow, my eyes are bigger than my stomach. Well, that's because sometimes you think you can eat more than you really should. And that was the case for me. I was always overeating. Eating on smaller plates really, really helped me. It mentally trained my eyes to look at food and see that I didn't eat as much as I thought I did. Okay, so the last thing I want to leave you with is a phrase my husband and I say all the time, and that is eat to live, don't live to eat. And this one's important because I feel like a lot of times we go out with friends and family, or we're sitting at home bored and you just eat out of boredom, or you're eating because you're at a party, or you're celebrating something with friends and family, or, you know, everything we do in our society revolves around food, and it's fine. Food is amazing. Food is so good. I'm a foodie. I enjoy eating, but that doesn't mean you need to eat 24/7, and that doesn't mean you have to eat, if that makes sense. So if you're out at a function, a party, some type of event, and there's food there, but you've already eaten, that does not mean you have to eat again. And this can be hard and sometimes challenging because people expect you to eat, or they might feel offended if you don't eat what they've cooked or what they've made. But honestly, do you. It's honestly, this is your life, your weight loss journey, and it's important to do you. So if you're not wanting to eat what they have offered, say they had pizza and, you know, you don't want to eat pizza that night, or that's all they have. They don't have any healthy options. Don't eat it, you know? Just don't. Just tell them, you know, no, thank you. I'm fine. I ate before, or whatever. And another thing is, if I go somewhere and I expected there to be food and I didn't eat, and they didn't have food, I make sure that I bring snacks. Leave some snacks in your car. Leave some snacks in your purse. Bring snacks everywhere, just so that you're not, number one, starving, or you're made to feel like you have to eat something that is not on your diet plan. You know, aren't very distracting type foods that you're like pulling out of your, not pulling out a sandwich. But, you know, have snacks with you. So those are all the habits that I have formed throughout this weight loss journey. I hope that those were helpful for you. And if you have any extra helpful tips or habits, leave them in the comments for others and for me. I would definitely love to hear what you have. Share those, let other people know, let people in on these tips. Everyone should be healthy and everyone should have a chance to be fit and live their best life. So definitely share those below. Thumbs up this video if you liked it. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you. And thank you so much for those who have already subscribed to me. I really, really, really love you and I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you next time. Bye guys. You didn't know this, your stomach. What are you doing? If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like. Why are my eyes closed?